All right. There are assets that we talked about where each month it goes down in value. A nice car that you bought, again, is a classic example where the value is going to go down. Sometimes maybe you own some stocks and the stock market's not doing so well and your stock are going to go down. But you know, what can you do? You don't have too much control over it. Okay. An important concept is there are some assets, and these are the key assets that you should focus on. These assets bring money, put money into your pocket every month. These assets actually bring money to your monthly income. This is what's called a passive income. And the reason it's called a passive income and not an active income is because you don't have to do anything. You own it, and these investments are giving you money every single month. So, what are the forms of some passive income? Rental properties. Is a great example. I love real estate. I feel that real estate is one of the most important vehicle to bring passive income every single month. You can leverage other people's money. You can make it better. If your investment, if you're getting poor, you can actually even live in it. How many investments can you actually live? Can you live in a Microsoft because you own some stocks of Microsoft? You can. Real estate has so many great benefits that I'm going to explain more. But rental properties is one. Another one, you can have some stocks that give you dividends, although this is not really that good of an option. Most companies, you own some stocks, they're going to give very little dividends. Right? You may have maybe, some certificate of deposits from banks where they may give you a few interest rate, but a few percent interest rate, but it's not that big. So, I mean, there are other passive income ideas that you can have, right? Maybe you have, but maybe you have a business where you're the investor and they pay you something. Maybe you actually became the bank, you loan some money and someone is giving you money every single month. But these cases are very rare, right? Again, I feel that real estate is one of the most important tool for generating passive income. Now, here's the thing. Let's say that your monthly expense is certain ratio. And I'm going to color that blue over here. Or why don't we actually color that kind of oranges over here. Once your passive income exceeds your monthly expense, that means you can retire. You don't have to work ever again. And that means you're financially free. You're free from having to work because you can get rid of all your jobs and everything else. Your passive income, your real estate and other things will be able to support your monthly expenses. The key to success is really doing this. So I know this is getting a little bit cluttered, but every month, let's see the flow of money. You're going to see money start here. You're going to try to have it go into the expense and not dwell. You don't want majority of your money to go into expenses. So you want to have it go here as little as possible. You're going to try to pay off debt. You're going to, instead of renting your home, you're going to buy a home. After you buy the home, instead of having the bank own majority of it, you're going to pay it off as quickly as possible so that your expenses go down and it doesn't become a liability. Okay? So you want as little money of that as possible to spend on to stay on the expenses bucket. You want as little of that to go into the liabilities. Hopefully you can bypass it completely and not have the bank own any payments from you. But so you want to have it go there as little as possible, but you really want the money to circulate in your assets. So more money, maybe you buy more real estate, maybe you do it slowly and then eventually gain in a portfolio so that this just produces even more income. This is what I would call the cycle of wealth. The key for becoming wealthy is to develop this cycle and to keep track of it at least quarterly. And once you have a good handle on it, then maybe you can review on an yearly basis. But together, if you're married with your spouse, look at your monthly income, write it down. Look at your monthly expenses, come up with a budget, find ways to reduce it. Any money that you have, save it up. Buy a house, buy assets. Any money that you have, pay off the bank as soon as possible so that your monthly expenses go down, right? And then when you have more money, buy more real estate, buy more assets that will bring money every single month. I like assets that bring money every month, not assets that could bring money 10 years later, because that could be gambling. That you just don't know, right? So that's why I like predictable passive income, and that's what I would consider to be a way, that circle, right? Which again, if you have the financial statement, that's how you can become wealthy.